EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Mahomes firing complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, Make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Let's go now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Cool knocks this one through the post, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they double up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a Kaplan there with a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Still going. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simpson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he goes out right around the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Robinson up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Warrior 70. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Man open is Robinson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Robinson again.
And he will take it in for the Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
And every time I see one of these plays occur, I always think to myself, it takes a quarterback not only with a strong arm, sometimes with great mechanics, great footwork, obviously good vision, and sometimes just one of those to complete this type of a pass. Back against the grain, all the way across field, and sometimes you catch the defense just not believing you can make that throw.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So the 3 points there, CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
A tackle by D'Angelo Malone.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No street. Top below 18. Ready.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ready, ready.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could turn your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
43.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Yellow.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Arnold Ellicady in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
And they will take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Bradley Pena now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
This for all the marbles.
This ball intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them.